Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad. AF! I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. How are you guys doing? Let me just tell you something first of all, okay? I was watching Look at Her with Johnny McGovern. Do you guys watch Hey Queen? I love Hey Queen so much. But anyway, it's kind of my dream to be on Hey Queen with Johnny McGovern. Look at Her. But anyway, he does this show where he has RuPaul's Drag Race queens on there and queens from Dragula and just kind of other people. Christine Seidelko and Elijah Daniel have been on there. Shane Dawson was on there at one point. Daniel Prado was on there. I think Joey Graceffa was on there. He's had all kinds of YouTubers and stuff. And he asked some questions, but then they play this game called Look at Her. But anyway, so he flashes somebody's picture up there and he says something, and then you're supposed to like throw a little shade or tell a little tea, right? And it's on YouTube. You guys can watch it on YouTube. Actually, I think one season is on Netflix. But I was watching Gigi Good, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She was in the final 3. And they were talking about the Widow on RuPaul's Drag Race. And she said a little unknown fact. The Widow has this fan flip trick that she does. And he was like, what's... Because he flips a fan on his YouTube videos. And he goes, what's the trick? And she's like, she taught me behind stage that you can like... Well, I did not do it, but that you can flip a fan and then catch it, right? I was like, I have been doing that over here for years. The Widow did not invent that. Forget her. Anyway, I did love her on the show. So, how are you guys doing today? Should we talk about a little James Charles, Jeffree Star drama? Now, I know, okay, in the past, people are like, Peter Monn just sits at home calculating all this drama. Do you guys want to see what I spend my days doing here? I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. Whole lot of drama going on. But we are in the middle of getting a little bit of a snowstorm, which I'm so excited about, which means that my husband and I can order in some DoorDash and then we can watch movies tonight, which I'm really, really excited about. But anyway, okay, let's talk about the Jeffree Star, James Charles drama. Well, I mean, it's Jeffree Star drama over here and James Charles drama over here. But wouldn't you love if there was drama they were having together? I haven't worn a button-down collared shirt on this channel in I don't know how long. But I just did a video up in my bedroom called Making My Bed. It's for my new channel, my Peter Does Stuff channel. Thank you guys so much for the support over there. I really, really appreciate it. I'm having so much fun over there just doing random things and telling stories about my life, and it's just so much fun, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate it. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, I was up there, and I was like walking in and out of the closet, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this shirt. So I grabbed this boring brown shirt, and I was like, well, put this on today. So anyway, let's get into, before we get into the Jeffree Star drama, hold on. Whew. Lies and deceit. All right, before we get into that, oh, I do want to say this. Now, I was going to make a whole video about this, but this is such a boring topic that I'm like, I am not going to make a whole video about this. So this is kind of like, you know, like on RuPaul's Drag Race, speaking of which, do you guys watch it? Oh, y'all, I don't know who was spraying that on their face, okay? But that stuff stinks. That straight up stinks, okay? That... Whew, what is that? Strawberry Fields Forever. Why would you want something like that that smells on your face like that, okay? My God, that is horrible. No wonder Morphe got rid of that stuff. Anyway, I just keep it for a prop, you know? But, okay, so this was so interesting to me. I saw that, this is kind of like, if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, this is kind of like the mini challenge, okay? And then the drama is the maxi challenge that we're going to get into. But I noticed on Tana Mongeau, hold on, let me pull up her Instagram. On Tana Mongeau's Instagram, she posted this picture, and it's like of this person like doing her hair thing or whatever. But anyway, she's talking about how she's dropping a necklace with room 131A. Now, I don't know where I saw this before this, but she had said something about coming out with this pearl necklace, and then she has this necklace on. If I can find a picture of it, I'll throw it up here somewhere. But it's a pearl necklace that has a marijuana leaf on it, okay? Which very on brand for Tana Mongeau. And then I went over to this room 13 LA, I guess is what it's called. And it just says art underneath here. Their art is basically, I guess every collaboration they've done with any person is just pearls. It's all pearls. It's all, I mean, just pearls after black pearls, white pearls, pearls that have little things on them, pearls that don't have little, it's just all pearls. And what's interesting about this is, okay, so I was sitting here watching this and I thought, this is very, very interesting to me. Around the time that Tana Mongeau came out in her gray sweatshirt and she did an apology video, if you remember, I did a video at that time kind of mocking Tana because she was in the, you know, the apology sweatshirt and all that kind of stuff. Now, I had a pair of my mother's old pearls that are busted and don't even work anymore, and I had them tucked into my sweatshirt. Do you remember that? Like this? I had them tucked in, and I was saying, what is she wearing pearls for, okay? Like, I didn't know that people wore pearls. I mean, I know, like, friends of my mother's do, okay? And, like, older friends of mine, when they, like, go to a funeral or a wedding or something like that, might wear a nice, you know, pair of pearls or whatever. By the way, my mom has, like, 15 of these. I have, like, 15 of these rings of pearls my mother used to wear all the time. But I didn't know it was, like, a thing. Well, apparently it's coming back. And the kids are loving pearls and stuff like that. I'll tell you right now, I love pearls, okay? I might get me straight into pearls. In fact, I have a pair of my mom's that fits me, so you might see Peter in a pearl necklace. I mean, some people probably have before. Family friendly. No, but anyway, with like a t-shirt, wouldn't that be kind of hot? With like a black t-shirt that had like a little hole or a rip in it, and you know, like, anyway. So, it's interesting to me because at the time, what I said was, what is Tana trying to achieve with these pearl necklaces? Is she trying to be like the girl that goes to court and she wears her hair back in a ponytail and like a pearl necklace that she looks all, you know, pure and proper? Is she doing it for this like apology video? And all these people came over and they were like, Tana's been wearing these pearl necklaces, or this pearl necklace for like a while now. Like, this is something that she's been wearing. And I guess it was like this real popular pearl necklace that was going around. And I think it was by Vera Wang. I might be wrong, but I think it was Vera Wang, the designer, that people commented. I think it's so interesting that Paris Hilton came out with a perfume and cologne. Tana Mongeau wanted to be Paris Hilton. She came out with perfume, and we really haven't heard anything about that, okay? She sold out of that perfume, and is she still selling the perfume? She's going to be the next Paris Hilton, remember? Tana Mongeau was also going to, you know, like, not be problematic anymore and be a role model for her younger generation. Okay, whatever, Tana. So then she's wearing this pearl necklace of Vera Wang's or whatever designer's around, and then flash forward 6 months later, she's got her own pearl necklace coming out with a marijuana leaf. Tana Mongeau has no originality whatsoever. This is where Tana Mongeau is literally gonna, like, nobody's gonna care, okay, in 5 years, and I hope that she has made really good investments with her money. I will tell you why else people will not care about Tana Mongeau, because this is about how interesting her life gets. Hold on just a second. Please do not delete that before I get to that James Charles. Tana Mongeau tweeted this thing out the other day, and I thought, this is so interesting. She thinks she's trending on Twitter. This is the other thing. She thought she was trending on Twitter, and she wasn't trending on Twitter, okay? It was because where she was, like, and she saw it from her, she was trending just in her area, but she thought she was trending all over the world. She wasn't trending. She wasn't trending, okay? And it was kind of funny because Dustin Daly said something. Here, let me see if I can find it. Drama Channel Dustin Daly said something about, she said she was trending, and, okay, here he is. Where is it? This is so funny. She said, why am I still trending higher than Kim Kardashian? I'm scared. And then she put the thing down there. And he said, baby, this is personalized to you. You can't compete where you can't compare. And Spill Sesh said underneath here, she isn't even in the top 30. You don't even go here. Tana Mongeau, she's like constantly has to stir up this drama because she thinks she's so famous, which she's not anymore. Nobody cares. Okay, but this is what is so funny to me. Tana Mongeau tweeted this thing out about Amari and her getting her hair extensions. And I was like, girl, your life is seriously so boring. Where was it? She said, she's going on and on about being, being trending. This one, I just turned my bidet on in my bathroom, and I guess, like, she goes on about her bidet for a while. But then she says on here, where is it? Hold on a second. Tell me why Amari sat through my first ever hair extension appointment like 7 years ago for 9 hours and still does it to this day. 7 years of 9 hair, because he has nothing better to do. Because apparently he has nothing better to do but time on his hands. That's a wasted life to me. I wouldn't be sitting there with none of my girlfriends get their hair extensions done. No, ma'am. Okay, unless you were bringing a lunch and dinner and a full spa service. No, ma'am, I ain't sitting there. They ain't coming to my hair appointments with me. No, listen. I don't need to be seeing that Dreamweaver BS all day long. No, I'm not coming for my good friends. I love my good friends. I'm there for them all day long, okay? But when your life is so boring that you're sitting there watching your good Judy get her hair done for 7 hours, you need to reevaluate your priorities, okay? That's my advice to you, Amari. So anyway, Tana Mongeau and her friends are so boring. And then underneath there, there's people like, oh my God, this is me and my friends. No, it's not. You're 14. You're not getting $1,200 hair extensions, and your friends aren't sitting there watching it to you because you're in 7th grade. Quit trying. You are not Tana Mongeau's age. Okay, you're in 7th grade, alone in a bedroom, trying so hard to wish that your life was like Tana Mongeau. Be thankful it's not. Okay, be thankful it's not. Go read some Sweet Valley High books or something and be a kid. Anyway. So let's get into the James Charles stuff. This like just happened, you guys, okay? So, hold on a second. Did this guy, she said I could read her tweet. Okay, so this literally just happened. I'm sure he's probably already deleted it and everything because you know how he is. He's the king of tweet and delete. Okay, so, y'all, I can't even keep up with, first of all, thank God for Manny, M-U-A. I mean, thank God for Manny and his lip gloss, you know? Because I don't know what I would do otherwise. Man, my whole house stinks to high heaven of that Jeffree Star Morphe setting spray. That stuff stinks. I can't believe I ever got in a video and said I thought that stuff smelled good, but I did. I take it back. I retract the devil. She's not a Christian. Ouija boards. Do you want to know when you're so bad as a drama channel? Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching Jeffree Star's Instagram story today. And I'm like, okay, so he's taking all the dogs back and he's going back. This is when you're like, I've lost my mind to this stuff, okay? I'm trying to like watch this to come up with something to talk about, you know what I mean? And so I'm watching this and Instagram story and, you know, he is flying back with all the dogs on his private jet. Although I don't think it's his private jet. I think it's another private jet because the carpet looks like it's a different color. This is where you're a problem, okay? It's a different color, I think. But anyway, I'm looking at it and I'm watching this and I'm like, it kind of looks like the carpet, the shag carpet's coming up a little bit on that plane. And I'm like, girl, when have you ever been in any private plane, okay? Like, he was not going to fly coach back on the Delta, okay? Which, if you watch that video, it was so cringe anyway, because he was like, we're flying Delta, Queen's Express. I was like, what's Queen, whatever he said, I don't know. You know, he was like, we're flying Delta, Queen's Express. I was like, not a private jet. Now he's on the private jet, and I'm coming for him because the carpet's coming up. Not Jeffree Star having to fly a rental with shag carpet on his way back to California. But no. But it did look really nice. He's bringing all of his dogs. This is not the Jeffree Star drama. There's more. Hold on. Okay, on to the James Charles drama. Now, James Charles got into a Twitter debacle with another celebutante whose name is Queen Von. Now, I had no idea who this Queen Von is or was, but Queen Von is apparently known as Asian Doll, and she is from Dallas, Texas, and her boyfriend, whose name was King Von, was killed in November of 2020. Okay, so she changed her name on social media to Queen Von in honor of her ex. So, James Charles, I don't know what his interactions in the past with her will be. Now, they're going at each other a little bit, so I can tell you probably in about 10 minutes, James Charles will be like, why don't you let me do your makeup for a video? Now, I will tell you that she has quite a following. She has 632,000 followers on Twitter. And so anyway, she tweeted out, if you charge over $150 to do a face of makeup, you can go to hell respectfully, okay? And then James Charles retweeted it, and he said, what a stupid tweet. One foundation can cost $50. Artists have to buy every shade for their kit, and that's just the first step. It's expensive to work as a makeup artist. Either pay an artist rate for their time and skill, do it yourself, or get it done at a counter and risk looking busted, okay? So then somebody responds and said, the tone wasn't needed, James. And James said, there's no tone. Well, I thought there was. I thought there was kind of a rude tone. Honestly, you are... Now, let me tell you about this because you apparently don't know. It's called a condescending tone, okay? That was condescension. You were patronizing her, is what you were talking down to her, is what you were doing. This was a James Charles teaching moment. I don't remember when James Charles went to makeup school. Did he? I don't remember him going to cosmetology school. Does James Charles have his cosmetology license? Has he ever worked booth rent or, I don't know, for a Mac counter? Or has he paid any of his dues? I'm just asking, okay? And I think it's very, very nice that James Charles is speaking up for the makeup artists of the world. But James Charles has had a pretty easy ride, having just gotten discovered over some Facetuned pictures on Instagram going on the Ellen show. I didn't realize James Charles had ever paid his dues working in a Walgreens, a Walmart makeup counter, let alone a Sephora, Ulta, or MAC, okay? I'm just saying, for him to come so strong for somebody, I'd like to kind of see where James Charles had paid his dues. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But I do think it's very nice that he's standing up for makeup artists. So he says, there's no tone. I didn't say she was stupid. I said it's a stupid tweet. Now, can you imagine if anybody came for James Charles and said, this is a stupid tweet? He would go off. James Charles would go off if somebody said that about him. So then he said, if she doesn't want to pay $150 for makeup, she doesn't have to. But she also doesn't need to publicly shame working artists that price their time and skill at that rate. Don't you wonder what James Charles' rate is? Don't you wonder? I wonder what he charged Shane Dawson as a trained makeup artist. I wonder what he charged Shane Dawson to be in that video with Jeffree Star. What do you think? You think he'll ever come out and tell? Or do you think he just did that on his good honor? I think he just did that on his good honor. I really do. Okay. So anyway. Okay, so it goes on and on and on. Now, what's funny is if you go over to this Queen Von's Twitter, okay, she been playing games over there. It's kind of funny, honestly. So she tweets out, okay, she retweets his tweet, and she says, what a dumbass to be in my business replying to something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And then she goes on to say, I'm having a debate about hood prices. Baby, stay over there in Hollywood where they, okay, and she says some things. So then, she tweets out, like, huh? Boy, bye. And then, apparently, to James Charles. And then she goes up here and she posts this, said something about, like, a picture. And then she says, this is a $40 face. And then she goes up and she says, this is a $60 face. She's posting all of these, like, I think they're pictures of her. And she says, bye, y'all, I'm dead. And then she says, prettiest. So anyway, they go back and forth and back and forth. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below about that. I think it's really nice that Jeffree Star. I think this is why there's so many jump cuts in this video. I think I cannot cover Tana, Jeffree, and James all in one video because I start calling them all this. It's like I'm their grandma, you know what I'm like? Tana, Jeffree, James. You know, like when your grandma does that, she calls you like the 10 names of the grandkids. Anyway, I do think that it's very, very nice of James to stand up for the makeup artists of the world. What is the going rate of a makeup artist to do like somebody's face for a glam event? I mean, I don't know, like in Indiana, we don't have a lot of those. So I don't know what the going rate, I mean, a glam event in Indiana would be like a wedding, probably. So I don't know what the going rate for something like that is. Could you let me know in the comment section below? I would be really, really interested in that. But, you know, I do think I think the other thing is it probably is different from place to place. Like in Los Angeles, you probably are going to pay one rate. And I would think like in Indiana, you know, you're probably going to pay a different rate, right? I mean, I wouldn't think the rate would be the same in both places, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. And then let's talk about Jeffree Star. So I started getting sent, and I also got an email from Jeffree Star Cosmetics about the fact that his palettes are buy one, get one. And I was like, what is going on with all of this? Like, people can sit there and they can say whatever they want to say about Jeffree Star. He's not suffering. Yes, he is totally suffering. So I received this message. I want to give a little shout out. And this is from Sarah. And Sarah sent me the screenshot, the email that came out, which says, buy any palette and get a second palette of equal or lesser value for free. So if you're wanting to buy Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes, this would probably be a time to go buy your palettes. Just shop the sale here. You can slide up. And she said, because I asked her if I could read her message, and she said, of course. And so this is from Sarah. Sarah! The other day, I did a cameo for somebody named Sarah, and I sang the whole Fleetwood Mac Sarah song, and now I can't remember any of it. But I sang it the other day. Well, not the whole thing, but a couple lines. A couple lines is basically the whole thing. Did you ever see the movie Wild at Heart, where she's like, don't exaggerate? It always reminds me of that. Okay. This is a screenshot from Jeffree Star email list thing. I have never, ever heard of anything from Jeffree Star Cosmetics being buy one, get one free, or even buy one, get one 50% off. I think his brand is really suffering now. Holy sugar, honey, iced tea, and then a skull emoji, Sarah said. So thank you, Sarah, for that. Yeah, I think that things are not good in the world of Jeffree Star, and I think Jeffree is trying to make it look as great as possible. He had a release today, and I went over there and looked, and it's not selling out. His winter mystery boxes, you guys, his winter mystery boxes, there are some of them that are still available. I'm not going to go through it again. You can go over there and go through it, but I almost couldn't believe it. I was like, girl, take them down. Please, it looks bad, okay? That's like having Halloween mystery boxes up in, like, January. You know what I mean? Take them down, okay? And I think in the past, he called them holiday mystery boxes. I could be completely wrong. Or did he always call them winter mystery boxes? The reason it's weird to me is that, doesn't he do Valentine's Day mystery boxes? So these would be like the Christmas mystery boxes, right? And it's January, and he hasn't. Take them down. Take them. Nobody wants them. Okay, nobody's gonna just wake up all of a sudden and go, I think I want a Jeffree Star mini mystery box today. And listen, okay. It's a better look to take them down, and you're going to lose the $25 off the mini, okay? But just take them down. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good when you go to Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and literally when you go underneath the shopping thing, the first thing underneath there is the mystery boxes, okay? It's kind of like, take them down. Just take them. It's embarrassing. Take them down. So anyway, Jeffree Star's business must be suffering, is all I can think. I don't know. You know, there's a lot going around today. This was also on the Beauty Guru Reddit about Jeffree Star paying for ads for his videos. Again, apparently there's ads for his videos showing up all over YouTube. He's not the only one that does it. A lot of people do it. But he's not getting the same views that he got on his videos, you know? And he doesn't have, I mean, it's interesting to me, like, that Jeffree Star wants to keep on coming out in videos and acting like everything is, it's just so intriguing to me. Like, I really cannot figure out what's going on in his head. This man, if he is able to keep this house in Calabasas and this house in Wyoming, he must have so many investments in rental properties and marijuana businesses, allegedly, that stuff is really the moneymaker. And YouTube and the makeup business is just something to play with, because he is really taking a hit on YouTube, okay, number one. Number two, his makeup business is really taking a hit, whether people want to look at it or not, okay? He's not selling out of anything. He hasn't sold out of anything in over a year, okay? Cremated palette didn't sell out. The boxes didn't sell out. I mean, nothing's selling out, you guys, okay? And it's been a year of Jeffree Star not selling out, when stuff used to sell out like that, you know? And I just have to believe that he doesn't really have anybody in the beauty industry world that he's friends with anymore, okay? So he's not, like, hanging out with them. It's got to be a very, very lonely life. And yet, he's not willing to, like, just get honest and take some accountability for all this stuff that could fix it all, you know? I mean, Trisha Paytas kind of said it when she did this like interview. Was it Trisha Paytas? Yeah, that she did this like interview that I watched, and she was like, I don't understand why people can't just kind of like, and Daniel Prada said it too, in like this video that he did where it was like answering, it was like people's assumptions about him or something like that, but they both said kind of the same thing, which was, I don't understand why people can't just take accountability and like kind of keep on moving. Like Jeffree Star could do that, okay? Not in a gold couch video, not in like, let me tell you about all the serious stuff that's going on in my life, but then like add in like this too. No, just a video where he like literally addresses his fans, okay? Not in all of this, what we're not gonna do, not in full face, you know, not in all of that, just sitting there, okay? In the robe, on the back porch, turn the camera on, have a Red Bull and go, y'all, I need to talk to you, okay? Jeffree Star cannot be that real with anybody in his life, let alone his audience, that will never happen. But that is probably the only thing at this point that could really save him. I think in 5 years, Jeffree Star will be pretty irrelevant. I think nobody will really be looking up to him anymore as kind of like this person in the beauty industry. I think people will have passed him by. You have to remember, there's a whole younger generation of beauty influencers coming up now, okay, that have huge mass followings on Instagram and, you know, other social media. I mean, he's going to get passed by these people, and he's going to be irrelevant. And if he's irrelevant on social media, I think this is the thing that people don't understand. If he's irrelevant on social media, nobody's going to be buying his makeup except for his like total stans. So he's not going to be selling any makeup in either. And then the next question will be, well, what happens to Jeffree Star Cosmetics? And to think that a year ago, Jeffree Star Cosmetics was one of the strongest indie, you know, brands, and that 5 or 6 years down the road, it could literally be non-existent. It's really kind of like sad just over all of this stuff that's happened that he is unwilling to sit down and address, you know? I don't know. That's where I think real, true arrogance, ego, and pride comes in the way of allowing you to be successful in your own life, you know? But anyway, right, Tucker? Tucker said, I'm coming up there with my dad. So anyway, we're going to have dinner now. And yeah, you want dinner? He said, I want dinner. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.